Okay, Ma. So we'll be running through this briefly. First off, we're going to be talking about the new year.
Okay.
Because, I mean, it's like, it's a norm. Whenever there's a start of something new, everybody has this mentality of writing down their resolution, their goals, their plans. Even though it's just a change in calendar date, if we have actually not taken time to do a deliberate work on ourselves. Now, I would like you to actually tell us what it is that people can do, one, to manage their expectations, and secondly, let us know, is motivation enough for people?
Okay, so I'm going to answer this question in two ways. I'm going to answer with a personal experience, and I'm also going to answer this question with a little analysis I'm drawing up for a business plan for the year.
Okay.
Now, from my personal experience, whenever I come towards a season like this, I try as much as possible to manage my expectations. How do I do that? I zero in on one particular thing that I know that I can achieve, and that one thing will birth many other things as well. So, and I try as much as possible to raise the bar. Now, this is based on my capability and my capacity and my strength. A lot of people have a way of setting goals that do not look reasonable or achievable. They are not as realistic. Take, for instance, depending on where you are, you're just starting out, and then you say, okay, I want to have an airport by the end of the year. You understand? You know, that's a very big one, and it seems unrealistic. And because of this, it kind of has a way of shutting down the brain, because you figure out that, okay, the expectations are high, the bar is raised, so you're finding it difficult to even pick up your pace. So because of that, you shut down, and you're not even able to go past the second week of the year. So, but what I usually do is, for me, it fires me up. Okay. You understand? I can decide to set that bar. Probably I'm setting now. I say, okay, I want to have an airport by the end of 2024. I know that it might not be realistic, but that would channel me to move in directions that I know would take me to that point. So that from where I am to the end of the year, I would have achieved something in that direction. Which is why I say I pick one particular thing that I know will birth many other things. Now, that's my personal experience. Now, what I would like to share from this personal experience is by virtue of the fact that there are three things you need to consider, especially when you're starting a new phase in life, a new season. One very, very, very key, no particular order. One of them is direction. Okay. You need to have direction. Where are you going with what you're planning to do? What's the plan? What's even the plan in the first place? That's direction. At least you need to know the destination of where you're going to be able to know the right road to take. That's direction. Then the second one is value. Now, what you're doing, is it going to give value to others? Is it going to give value to your community? That is what would attract the kind of money and the kind of rewards and results that you're expecting. If whatever you're going into is going to give value, not just to yourself, but to other people around you. Then the third one is strength. Okay. You also need to consider, what are your strengths? What's your capacity? You know, for me, it's possible I have that capacity. My brain is not short. As a matter of fact, that's the point. My brain is already working like clockwork. 24 hours, even in my sleep, I'm calculating. You understand? That's my strength. But that might not be your strength. That might not be your strength. So you look at these angles, these three angles, direction, value, and strength. I believe that's enough to be able to set you on a very good path.
Thank you so much, Ma. So that brings me to my next question. Now, motivation.
Okay.
Everyone is fired up. You already told us how you navigate your own path. But now, is motivation enough? People might have that questions in their mind because they're motivated, but then again, they really do not know which way to go. That motivation, is it enough for them to carry out every single thing that is set out to carry out?
Okay, the motivation, is it self-motivation or Someone motivating you. I want to name
Someone, I
narrowing
think
down.
both. Someone motivating them, people, everybody's on social media. There's no way we'll not stumble on one clip or the other that's daring us to do the things that we are maybe afraid of doing, like this kind of motivation.
Okay.
Is it guarantee for success? Fact that they're motivated.
Okay. So taking a cue from a very, very good book, the scriptures itself, it says iron sharpening iron, right? But the same scripture also told us that in the life of David, that he encountered some problems where he had to encourage himself. You understand? So it's important for us to create a balance whenever we're doing things. We need others, we also need ourselves.
Okay.
Now, how do we do this? If you're someone that is totally dependent on people motivating you and you cannot motivate yourself, then it's not enough.
Okay.
You understand?
So, are you saying there should be an healthy balance between getting motivation from people and self-motivating ourselves?
Yes,
Okay.
very key. One cannot be without the other.
Okay.
Because there are times where you might not have these people around you. What do? You understand? Will you shut down? So you need to create that balance. Self-motivation and then encouragement from others as well. That's a very good way to start off.
Talking about motivation and let's say inspiration, because motivation and inspiration goes hand in hand.
Yes, definitely.
So how is inspiring is the real estate sector on a scale of 1 to 10?
You know, I didn't want to blow your horns because you would say, oh, she's in the real estate industry, so she would definitely want to raise the bar. But me, it's tested and proven. Okay. You understand? It is one investment, trust me when I say it is one investment that gives you peace of mind. If you know how to do it well and if you do it the right way. It is one investment and with the right people, that's true. It's one investment that gives you peace of mind. I mean, the real estate market, you just need to know how to navigate your way. In one of my classes, one of my sessions, I was talking about the business side of real estate. I talked about the 4 quadrants of the business side of real estate. And if you're going to the real estate industry, you need to know what quadrant you fit in. Are you going as an investor, a developer, an agent, or just someone that has portfolios here and there and all that? You just need to know which one you fit in. You understand? And then that way you'll be able to channel, like I said, remember direction, you'll be able to channel your path because you already have a clear direction on what you want to do with your real estate investment or real estate asset or portfolio whatsoever. But it's very rewarding, very reliable, and trust me when I say it will give you peace of mind if you do it the right way and with the right people.
So are we giving it a 10 over 10? Or are we giving it a 10 over 10 or a 9 or a 9.5?
Is it possible to give it 20 over 10? If it's possible, please let's do that.
Okay. Thank you so very much for that. So moving on, we'll be talking about the commerce.
Okay.
Of laundry.
Yes.
Now, there's this question that I'm sure is in the corner of a couple of persons' mind. People that are investing and people that have invested in the commercial wing of Country Home. Now, the question is, what influence does the monopoly of market at the commerce, what influence does it have on individuals that are in the commerce?
One thing that we need to also take into consideration, especially when we're dealing with things like this, I had to take my time to sit down with a client of mine and explain what the commerce is going to give, what the portfolio, the concept, the rewarding parts of this concept. And he was wowed. Because just imagine, you were taken aback when I told you if you're running the salon and spa, you'll be the only one servicing the entire estate, and you were like blown off the top. But that's the truth of the matter. When you're doing something, it's very important for you to know why you're doing what you're doing. You understand? Now, when I explain this, let me just give this an example. I give this as an example. When I explained this to my friend, and I was telling him, I said, look, you don't even have to be the one who owns the business. You could just be someone that sets up the business. Okay, you actually own the business, but you're not the one running it. You could also just be someone that sets up the business and gives it to someone to run it for you. so far you get to key into the rewards, the massive rewards that this place has to offer, because monopoly of market is something that it's the king of the commerce. It's the king of commerce in itself. Because if you get to be in a particular industry or particular sector of the economy, and you're the only one in that sector, I mean, and 2 slots have gone already in the commerce. Wow. 2 slots. Yes, 2 slots have gone already. 2 sections have gone already. And for you to be able to know the sections that are going, you have to contact me directly. I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah.
But trust me when I say monopoly of market is something that every businessman and woman in 2024 should consider. And that is what the commerce gives you at Country Home.
Oh, wow. Thank you so very much for this insightful section.
Mm-hmm.
For everyone that's been following and for everyone that's been watching, I want to say thank you for staying tuned to this space. Once again, I am Ayego Faustina. I remain your humble host.